Hi everyone, welcome back. This may be the second last video of the Svelte Kit playlist, and here I want to talk about a really nice library for writing the Svelte Kit forms, mostly client side. It does provide a client side validations and all, so you don't need to deal with the basic form validations and all. Like we have reactive forms, for make, React hook forms, multiple libraries are there, right? Which I have worked in the past. Similarly, the Svelte I recently explored, and this is really nice if you want to write a simple form and do the validation. Create form, and it's easy to set up. Just use form, get the create form, and this create form function will give you the form object, all the test property and all. And it will use the default on submit handler if you haven't written anything. When you click on sign in, on submit will give you all the values, so you can define the validation criteria with the help of jod or yup based on some schema. Okay, so maybe we'll talk about this. When you submit the data, these are the handlers you can define. When you submit it, it triggers on submit with the values and context, and you can also update the context based on if you want to add some additional validation. And you can see this context object contains a lot of things. So I will just showcase a simple example. If you want to explore it more, you can just start using this library. Maybe we are using yup validator. Like jod, there is a jod validator. Similarly, yup, this is the simple schema. Items should be of an array, and the string should be, this is an items of an array of 5 elements, and individual elements should have a string of minimum 1 and maximum 5 characters. And here we are using creating the form. It gives us all these objects, the test property, the form, and data property, and the error. If the error dot length is greater, that means form is invalid. Data, whatever you are typing. Test property, if you have touched the form or it just initial first time load. Okay, so you can see the $data dot items. So here we are trying to print, okay, what is the data shape, what is the error object shape, and what is the touched shape. This is how we can access all these properties: touched, data, and errors. So let's see. If error is there, you can just print the stringify representation of errors, because the minimum length must be of 1 character and the 5 character, right? So if I enter 1, right, you can see the items. This is the data I got, this is the error object, and the test current test is false. So if I make anything empty, it will start complaining in the error object, right? Item 0, item must be at least 1 character. So you can explore it, you can use it with the jod also. It takes, you can see what this create form method contains, all the initial values, on submit, and schema also you can pass whatever the schema against which you want to validate. This create form is coming from Svelte. We can also look into how the error handling is done. You can see once you get the errors, you can access errors using $errors, $touched property, similarly $form, $data. You can add a multiple validations, asynchronous validation also. Like let's say you're writing a sign up form, you want to check if user exists or not with the same email. These are simple validations. If you don't want it to use some kind of a jod schema, let's say with the jod, how it works. So you will just add a validator jod. Here you specify the schema and just pass it like this: extends validator schema, right? So this will do the validation for your form. This is the simple schema you have added. So this is the validator, which you just pass the validator. Okay, so this is how it works. You can explore it and you can start using it in your Svelte Kit forms also. If you are writing the component interactions client side only, if you are writing a server side, then this validation will go to the server side, and you will use jod validator, the schema JSON validator, which you will validate the JSON object which you are receiving at the server side.